Season 4 of Sherlock, emotional ending, and a bit of comfort in the end of everything, really, for us. Hello, all you beautiful devoted geeks. My name is Dallas Moore, and I'm so glad you decided to hit the play button. Thank you for being a part of what's going on here at Geek Devotions. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button down below and become another one of our fantastic devoted geek club. Also, hit the little bell sign if you want updates every time we update a video, which is normally on Fridays and every so often on Tuesday, and because those are fun. If you haven't been following along, this is Sherlock Month. This is the month where Celeste and I got caught up on Sherlock, and we're like, oh my goodness, it was awesome. And so we decided that we're going to spend the entire month talking about Sherlock, except for next week because we have a special guest, and he's going to be pretty stinking amazing. Before we continue this episode, I warn you guys that there will be major spoilers happening in this episode. I mean massive, big, huge, monumental, stretched out, four-door, continental spoilers into this episode. So if you have not finished watching season 4 of Sherlock, of the BBC production, you need to just pause this, go to Amazon, watch it there, and come back, because wow. If you've been keeping up with Sherlock, you know this last episode was absolutely wow. I mean, just a shot to the gut. In the second episode, we discover that Sherlock has a little sister, and everyone's really pretty amazed by this, and they didn't really expect to see that happen. And the last episode opens up with a little girl on a plane, and she's trying to figure out what's going on because everyone's asleep and she doesn't know how to land the plane. So throughout the whole episode, Sherlock's sister, who's a little bit crazy, has been taunting him with this little girl on the plane, saying, hey, you want to talk to a little girl? And she talks to a little girl, or he talks to a little girl, and he's trying to help her here and there. It all accumulates to the very end, where you begin to realize that not everything is as it seems. It turns out the little girl on the plane is actually a figment of the mind of Sherlock's sister. She has done some really horrible things, and she's in a really bad place right now. And she feels guilty for the things that she did as a little girl. I mean, she felt like she really just went out of her way and did something that's just unredeemable. And so now she's put herself mentally in a plane high above everyone else, and she feels like she's going to crash the thing. And so Sherlock busts in on her, and he sees her, and he's like, I'm here to help you. You're not alone this time. He gets down on the floor, and he's right there in front of her. Her eyes are closed. He's like, it's okay. I'm right here. And she's like, it's too late. I'm lost. And then Sherlock looks at his sister and says something quite remarkable, something that really hit me, like right here. He said, open your eyes. You're not lost anymore. You just went the wrong way a little bit last time. Just get it right this time. And that statement punched me in the stomach, because in that moment, Sherlock is there for his little sister, and he's trying to help her because she's in a dark place, and she feels lost. She feels like she's abandoned by everyone. She feels like she's done too much for redemption. And to be honest, I felt that way before. And I know many of you too, in the past, you maybe felt that way. You've done so much at one point in your time that was so wrong, or you just felt so lost, and you felt like there's no hope for you. There's no redemption for you. And I don't know what process that you went through that you found yourself in that situation. But there's hope. See, that's the beautiful thing about God, is that He is there with you right now, and He's looking at you saying, it's okay. You're not lost anymore. I'm right here with you. Just went a little bit the wrong way last time. Just get it right this time. He's here to help you guys. He's not here to condemn you. He's here to help you. He's here to redeem you, to restore you, to make you whole again. That's the whole purpose of Jesus Christ coming to earth and living as a man and dying on the cross, resurrecting again 3 days later, ascending to heaven, was to provide salvation for you, to help those who feel like they've done so much that there is no hope. And I'm here to let you know there is hope. And that's in Jesus Christ. There's this great passage in Psalms that it's kind of a prophetic saying of who Jesus Christ is. It says this in Proverbs. In Proverbs 18, verse 24 says, a man with many friends may be harmed by them, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. This is a prophetic verse speaking about the very nature and very core of who Jesus is. There are people in your life who will abandon you, who will hurt you. I'm just a person. I'm just a man of flesh and blood. And there's a possibility that I may hurt you. And it may be very, very unintentional. I promise you that. But there is one who sticks closer than the brother. And that's Jesus. If you have a healthy relationship with your siblings, you know that there's a tight bond between the two. I know that my sister, Demara, and I, that we're super tight. I know that no matter what happens in my life, or no matter where I go, what happens, that she will be there for me. And the reality is the same thing is for her. If something happens in her life, if something's going on to her, I will be there for her because she's my sister and I care about her. But I discover in the scriptures that there's one who's closer than that. There's one who's closer to my sister than I could ever be, closer to me than my sister could ever be, and that is Jesus Christ. He's there for you. Right now, right here. And I want to encourage you that if you need help, if you find yourself in a place where you feel like there's no hope and that you've lost everything, Jesus is right there telling you, you're not lost anymore. You just went the wrong way a little bit. Just get it right this time. He's here for you. He is. And it's a wonderful and beautiful thing. Hey guys, if you need prayer and you're going through stuff and you're like, I just need prayer, Dallas, leave comments down below. Or if it's like super personal, guys, direct message us. Hit us up on Twitter. Just search for Geek Devotions. We're on Twitter. Search for us on Facebook. Geek Devotions, again, right there. Instagram, same thing. Let us pray for you guys and lift you up and encourage you. And again, leave your stuff down below if you feel comfortable with it, because there's a whole community of devoted geeks here following this channel who will love to pray for you too. So, yeah. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Geek Devotions.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes.
We've been getting some good traction there with some people commenting, people talking to us. Mm-hmm. So people liking things. So we like it. Keep up.
You guys are amazing. Also, don't forget that next week, our friend Buzz from Excalibur Comics will be doing Geek Devotions, and we're really, really excited about it. Buzz is a really great guy. He's really funny, and he's just really a pretty cool cat. So, Buzz, we're super excited about your episode. Can't wait to have you on our show next Friday. Also, don't forget our Extra Tuesday videos that come out, because we do some cool stuff, like the episode that we did this past week, where we tell a story. So, let us know what you think about that, too.
Okay, so it is time for the question of the week. The question of the week is, in this episode, or in Sherlock as a whole, but specifically this episode, what is the one comment, one line, one thing that was said that really just like sucker punched you in the feels? Because there was so much.
It was an emotional
Oh my gosh.
season.
Yes.
Just everything was super emotional.
Yes. I feel like the second episode was the lightest.
Yeah. Only no. It was pretty rough.
It was, but it was the lightest comparatively.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So, well, what about you? What was your...
Well, mine was pretty much what we talked about in the episode at the very end, where he's talking to his sister, and she's like, I've lost it, and he's like, I know. He's like, it's not too late. You just got lost, but I'm here for you now, and you can make it. And that, I was like, wow, that's a sucker punch right there.
For me, it was nothing to do with the actual storyline with his sister. It was, but it wasn't. Mm-hmm. It was a comment that his mom said. You don't see their parents very often.
Which those are, I think, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, those are actually Benedict's parents.
I think you're right. I think I've heard that before. Mm-hmm. But his mom made a comment when they were deliberating about what to do with the sister, how to handle things, what's going to happen now that we've come to this.
Right.
And you're like, it's all coming to an end, so it should be okay, right? And then his mom says, Sherlock, you were always the adult. Do something. And I'm going, oh!
Yeah.
Because out of the three of them, he was the adult.
Yeah.
That's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, no.
It was great. And even to that, what led to the ending, and then we warned you guys earlier, there's a lot of spoilers.
A lot of spoilers.
But at the ending of it, where there's a scene with him and his sister, and he's doing the violin playing.
Yes, because she taught him to play?
Yeah, apparently. And so, but just that whole scene at the end where they're playing the violin together, where the progression of it, I'm like, it was so emotional. So, guys, lots of stuff happened in this episode. A lot of stuff happened in this season. So for you guys, whether it was in the season, whether it was in this episode, maybe it was in previous seasons, what was the biggest in the gut, like in the feels moment for you in Sherlock? So that's all we got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Geek Devotions. Check us out on Tuesday. Also follow our social medias and talk with us because we love to talk with you guys. Have a fantastic week. Peace and love.